Hello again everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Daniel Alvarez with Strother Real Estate, and today we're going to be talking about the 3 things that you should know that are most important when buying a home in 2022. The first thing is due diligence fee or due diligence money. By definition, due diligence fee is just in a sense, a deposit that goes directly to the seller when an offer is accepted. This is the amount of money that you're willing to put down and give directly to the seller once the seller accepts your offer. Right, either a personal check, a cashier's check, a money order, or even a wire directly to the seller the moment that contract is executed. By executed, I mean both parties have signed and you are now under contract. Why is due diligence money so important? Well, it's important because since we have turned into this seller's market that has been now over the past 2 years, sellers want buyers that are gonna close on the house. They want buyers that are going to go through with the purchase. They want people with some type of skin in the game, and if you're giving them directly a check at the beginning of the contract and they take this money, they can cash this money, you know, that is skin in the game for them, because you know, you might have people that might put down $500 of due diligence money in the beginning. If something goes wrong with that contract, you're probably more likely to walk away from $500 than you are from $5,000 or from $10,000. And that's really what's happening right now, is that we're seeing people putting down more aggressive numbers of due diligence. So in a sense, you're all in a sense. You are all in. Like, you are buying this house. There is nothing that can really deter you once you are under contract from actually closing on this property. So why is earnest money important? It's important for you to understand that earnest money in 2022 is no longer relevant. It isn't relevant anymore because the seller never actually gets to hold that money, which is very different from that of due diligence. Earnest money is never held by the seller, so the buyer doesn't really have skin in the game as per se with earnest money like they did with due diligence money. All right, so just to put both of those into perspective for you guys, I'm gonna give you an example just to help you understand. So let's just say that you are buying a $250,000 house, and in the process with the offers, you wrote an offer for $1,000 of due diligence and $1,000 of earnest money. That $1,000 of due diligence money goes directly to the seller the moment that offer is accepted, right? They have that check, they cash that check, that money is gone. Now, with the $1,000 of earnest money, it goes and it sits in a trust account at the attorney of the buyer's choice, and it sits there until the due diligence period has ended. So if the buyer backs out within that due diligence period, they would get back their earnest money but lose their due diligence money. This is why due diligence money is more important in 2022 and earnest money is no longer really relevant. So the last thing we're going to talk about is gap money. What is gap money? Gap money is the difference between what the house appraises for and what the purchase price or what the offer was written for by that buyer. For example, let's just say a house was listed for $300,000. You offered $325,000. In the event that the house does not appraise for the $325,000, how much money are you willing to pay above that appraised value to meet that purchase price that you had written your offer for? Why is this important? This is important because this is something that over the last 2 years we've started to see more and more. And I don't really want to sell you this. I'm not telling you this is something that you have to do, but I'm telling you that this is something that you might have to start to consider if you want to buy a home in 2022. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this helps. If you're a buyer in 2022 or anytime, feel free to reach out, leave your Thank you guys for watching. I hope these tips helped. If you're a buyer and you need anything, feel free to leave it in the comments section. My contact information is in the description. Thank you so much. See you in the next one.